Hello, ladies and gentlemen. This is ACryInShame, part of the Long Journey of the Divided Team, and today we are bringing you XCOM Enemy Unknown. XCOM is where you play as a team funded by a council of countries like United States and Europe, and that's not a country, that's a continent, but still. So yeah, you have individuals like Germany and the UK and Australia and Japan and so on and so forth funding the XCOM project in order to defend the Earth from an alien incursion. This is a long-term, or what I call an epic strategy. Now, I call it an epic strategy not because it's an amazing strategy game, which it is, but due to its actual definition of epic, being a long poem, typically one derived from the ancient oral traditions narrating the deeds and adventures of heroic or legendary figures, or the history of a nation. In this case, the history of many nations and the adventures of many heroes, being the XCOM team. You play as the commander of the XCOM team and the XCOM project itself that is being funded by these different countries in order to stop these aliens from taking over the world and killing everybody, or whatever it is that they're planning, which I haven't played a lot of this game, so I actually don't know the full story. I know bits and pieces of the story because I have played a few rounds of the game, mostly trying to get recordings done, and it just wasn't working. A lot of settings issues and a lot of, yeah, that's the story for another day. Anyway, we'll jump right into the game here. I'm going to keep it on normal difficulty. I'm also going to advanced options and going to turn on the tutorials, because, you know, I'm not going to assume that anyone has ever played the game, and seeing as I haven't really gotten that far into the game, there may have been a tutorial thing that I missed, so I want to keep that on. I would enable Iron Man, but here's the thing. If the game bugs out for any reason, and the save is corrupted, which has happened to me during my first recording, I have that, and I will probably add it to a bloopers clip at some point, which was no fun, by the way. I'm actually going to personally enforce the Iron Man rule and not do any loads in case something does completely fail and I'll have to start this whole series all over again. Go into the second wave. There's plenty of choices here, but being as I am fairly new to the game, I did use a few of these choices before to kind of see how it works out. I am going to choose not to use any of these choices, but we can go over them real quick just so you understand what they are. The damage roulette makes a wider range of damage, so when you hit something and say it's normally like 4 damage, well, this allows it to kind of a higher roll. Like, imagining you're rolling a dice, like a standard 6-sided die, in order to determine what damage you do to something. Now imagine instead of rolling a d6, which is a standard die, you're rolling a d12. And the enemy's health is equal to 12. So your range of actual damage that you're doing versus the damage of the amount of health they have it's so skewed that sometimes it's like, I'm going to shoot with this mega weapon that does usually 5 damage, and it's boom, 1 damage. Wonderful. Now I have to make up for another 4 points of damage. And if you ever played an XCOM game before, you understand how big 4 points of damage is. It's too variable. It makes the game... I don't like playing it that way. That's the gist of it. I don't like it. A new economy will actually change the council members for the amount that they give you each month in order to fund the XCOM project, which is fun and interesting, but once again, still new to the game, I want to kind of avoid that. Not created equally, it will allow the rookies to have random starting stats when they come on, when you hire new rookies onto your teams. Once again, and I've actually seen videos of individuals not liking this either, just for the case of sometimes you'll have a rookie that has a lower aim and then they end up becoming a sniper, and it's like, alright, great, well the only thing that sniper really needs is their aim stat, and you've literally killed them for that. So they become nearly useless at that point, because it's like they're always missing everything, because their aim stat sucks. Hidden potential means as a soldier is promoted, their stats will increase randomly, which is actually interesting, in a way, because once again, it's not a case of like, the snipers will always increase their hit stat and so on and so forth, which is, I like the idea of it, I do, but once again, fairly new to the game who want to keep it straightforward. So, going to avoid all that. So we're just going to go on normal difficulty because I've played plenty of other tactical games before, like Fire Emblem and such, but I just haven't really played through this game all that much. And I'm going to enable tutorial. So, let's go ahead. Into the game we go.
Hello, Commander. In light of the recent extraterrestrial incursion, this Council of Nations has convened to approve the activation of the XCOM project. You have been chosen to lead this initiative, to oversee our first and last line of defense. Your efforts will have considerable influence on this planet's future. We urge you to keep that in mind as you proceed. Good luck, Commander.
That was the last transmission, sir.
Patch me through to Voodoo 3-1.
You are being deployed to Germany. At 1900 hours Zulu, several unidentified objects fell to Earth. After ruling out the possibility of a downed satellite, we now believe these objects to be extraterrestrial in nature. Shortly after impact, German officials received reports of mass hysteria and freak weather around one of the impact zones. Then things went dark. At 2100 hours, a chopper carrying a German military recon team went down in the area after they reported being fired upon. As you know, Germany is a member of the Council, and they have requested our assistance. Our mission is to assess the situation on the ground, ascertain the current status of the German recon team, and investigate the extraterrestrial objects. Central out.
So what we're going to do is we're going to go down, check out the situation, and see what the hell's going on down there. So come with me as we launch our mission.
Central, this is Big Sky. Looks like we found the crash site.
Roger, Voodoo 3-1. Any sign of activity?
Negative. Nothing's moving down there.
Okay. Set her down nearby.
Central, you getting all this?
Copy that, Delta Squad. First things first. Let's get you out of the open and into cover. Whatever did this could still be out there. Delta 1, take point. Take cover behind that debris directly in front of you.
Alright, so we're going to use the mouse button on the highlights to select the highlighted position and right click to move the soldier. So you move it so you can see the highlighted position, right to there. If it's red, you're unable to move there, so like it's preventing you from moving anywhere but there. Yeah, I got it. So, move behind cover. A soldier can move up to 2 times per turn. The number of remaining moves is indicated by the soldier's unit flag. Unit flag being full indicator. But these 2 ticks here will actually indicate the movement. First movement, second movement.
Good.
Also
now
nicknamed
advance to the vehicle nearby.
So it's also nicknamed as like the first set movement is usually nicknamed as the blue movement, and then the second movement is usually nicknamed as the gold movement, based on the color of the ground when you try to move.
Delta 2, your turn. Move up to the debris.
So we can also hold the right click button in order to show these movement squares, which is always nice when you're trying to get like precise positioning. And then you can left click to exit the mode. But of course, I've noticed that if you just let go, you can do that and you just let go of it. It usually works as well. But I'm pretty sure it'll actually do the movement as it does count as a right click. So do be careful with that. Using right click while in movement mode will see if I left click. Yeah, it actually clicks if I try to left click. So I wouldn't recommend using that. If you're going to move and you need precise positioning, just hold down the right click, find where you need to go, and let go.
That thing isn't going to offer you much cover, but it's better than nothing. There's full cover straight ahead. Advance to that position.
But the actual line that it has set up right here, it's actually just perfectly fine as it is. I haven't found a reason to need to use the hold down right click. But my suggestion to you though, if you were to try to get out of it, like you had this down, instead of trying clicking any of these squares or left clicking, move the mouse away from everything else and try that. But once again, I can't really test it in this sense. Maybe I do that. Yeah. So even though I'm scrolled over that, if I move it away, let's see. Yeah, if I move it to a section where you can't move and there's no line there, it'll just cancel out. So that's your best way if you're actually doing that. I can't think of a better way, or maybe if I... Yep, that works too, actually. You hit escape. There's also a way to getting out of it. So some little tips there. But as the shield icon shows, half cover, I believe, gives you a 20% bonus to your actual cover save, like in order to avoid getting hit, where full cover gives you a lot more. So you want to
move to that vehicle dead ahead.
You want to try to stay in full cover as much as possible. I can check later on what the actual coverage of half and full is.
Central, I have movement. 30 meters north of my position. Police vehicle.
Roger. Proceed to the next vehicle for a better vantage point.
Alright, go ahead and move this guy up again.
Delta 4, go check it out. It's a long way from your position, and there's no available cover between here and there, so you better double time it.
That's called dashing, when you use both of your movement in one click.
Holy hell.
What do you see, Delta 4? Report.
Looks like one of the recon teams, sir. It looks like something...
Is that your man, Delta 4?
Negative, sir. That's someone else.
Dr. Valen, what's he saying?
He is saying, help me. That radio transmission is coming from somewhere north of the squad's current position. Based on its strength, probably from inside a structure.
Thank you, Doctor. Delta, advance and infiltrate that building. And remember, stay in cover.
So it states here, Dasher can move longer distance by... soldier can move... may cover longer distance by dashing. It goes through both moves and the soldier's turn. So when both movements are used, the soldier's turn is over. Because shooting and acting takes up one of the movement's points as well. So, if can move up here and do dashing, which I'm pretty sure it probably should tell you at this point how to actually move the camera, even though it hasn't stated that. But you can do it by hitting the W, S, A, D keys respectively, or the up, down, left, right arrows. You can also move the camera by moving the mouse to the edges of the screen. Let's go ahead and move up here. Dashing also makes it harder to be hit by Overwatch fire, which will be explained later.
Central, I got a lot of blood here.
Roger. See where it's coming from.
It also makes a lot of noise, so if you're dashing through areas where you don't know where anybody is, chances are you might alert the enemy.
Central, I think I just found another one of the recon team. Or what's left of him. But this doesn't make sense. Looks like he's been dead for a week.
Even more perplexing is the cause of death. It appears that he was eviscerated when something burst out of him from the inside.
Sir, I have visual on the object. Permission to approach.
It's the only cover between you and that building. Permission granted.
No, you fool! So go ahead and click here.
Talk to me, soldier. What is it?
I got no idea what this thing is, but I can confirm that it's no satellite.
Roger. All right, Delta Squad. We're almost to the building. Keep moving. Okay, people. Now let's get inside. Delta 1, there's a window in front of you. Let's take a look.
So this whole first tutorial mission is really holding your hand the entire time. It's telling you to do every little thing so you learn how to play the game.
In position. Looks clear.
Copy that. Get in there and get to cover.
Now, if you see here, there's a window here. He's going to jump and smash through the window. Smashing through windows, kicking in doors, or dashing is a good way to get yourself spotted by the enemy.
Delta 2, that door's in our way. Take it down.
Solid copy.
See, watch. As he's gonna dash, which would alert people to our presence, and he's gonna kick in the door, which would alert people to our presence. So we are being not so stealthy at all about this.
Central, we have eyes on the target. He's armed.
Copy, Delta 3. Okay, everyone. Get into position nearby, but do not approach. Doctor, see if you can communicate with him. Tell him to drop his weapon.
I will try. Hallo. Können Sie mich hören?
Smash.
Wir sind hier, Ihnen zu helfen. Bitte lassen Sie Ihre Waffen fallen. He appears to be in shock.
Keep your eyes open, people. I don't like the looks of this.
Just continue following the arrows. Like I said, you can't click anywhere else. Gotta follow the arrows.
Delta 3, move in and disarm him. Carefully.
My God.
What the hell is going on?
Delta 3 is down!
Oh no! So, like I said, this is real hand-holdy, but nothing you can do. It's all controlled by the computer, pretty much anyway.
He's down! Delta 1 is down!
Central, we're taking fire from multiple X-rays.
This guy's got me pinned down, taking heavy fire!
Damn it.
Delta 2, you're flank 2. Find some better cover.
So basically, he walked in, tried to help somebody. They were being mind controlled. Shot him, then blew up himself. Then these guys snuck around, suppressing one individual and then completely one-shotting another one. We now have to move here to get a flank.
Alright, Delta 2. Weapons free. Get ready to fire.
Now this says here you can press enter to activate the tactical UI, which is this little screen here. Right? Or you can actually just left click on what you want to do, like Overwatch, frag grenade, or hunker down. And you can use the arrow keys and select enter just like what you're trying to do. There you can see all the different things you can do. Overwatch allows you to take shots anytime an enemy moves on their turn, so long as you're within range. Frag grenades are, well, they're grenades. You throw them, things blow up. Hunker down will provide double the cover bonus on whatever cover you're hiding behind, which is very useful when you're hiding behind half cover. However, we're going to fire here because we have a flank. Flank meaning that their actual cover is along this line here. But we're on this side, which would be this line here, which has no cover. So we have a straight shot and open shot to them, making their shield icon show that they are in cover, but being in the golden color means that they're being flanked. And this shot is clear to land, giving an 84% chance to hit. Let's take our shot. And he's down.
Nice shot. Delta 4, you're freed up to move. Get out of there and get into cover.
And here's once again where she's in half cover, but she's being flanked by this individual here. So therefore, she has the gold icon, and thus no cover is actually being given against him. So we're going to move up here.
Now toss your grenade at the enemy in front of you.
Then click on the frag grenade. You notice you have this open area. And go ahead and select within range of this guy. Closer the better. Boom goes the dynamite.
Get ready for their counterattack. Look out, Delta 4. There's another one coming in behind.
Once again, being flanked. So, one hit
Damn
kill.
it. It's just you now, Delta 2. Let's tip the odds in our favor. Look around for a position where you can flank the enemy.
So, once again, you check right here. The wall to the right is their half cover. But if we stand here, we can actually take a shot down this line here. So unlike a lot of other games, you don't need to stand in the opening in order to shoot down the lane. If you sit right here in the corner,
that's it.
You can take shots around the corner, just like that.
Fire.
So we can either select the enemy here, we can select the attack button here, or we can actually select the icon here in order to target the alien. I'm just going to go ahead and move the fire button here. So same 5% chance of hitting. They are being flanked, so we're good to go. As you saw here, the weapon blows up. All their enemies that we kill, their weapons will explode.
It's over.
So we won't be able to take that kind of loot back to us.
Roger that, Delta. Secure the bodies and head back to the Sky Ranger for immediate extraction.
Now it's time to select our HQ. Now I believe for the courses of this tutorial we can't use Asia, South America, or Africa, but let's go over their bonuses anyway. Africa has the all-in bonus, which gives the monthly XCOM funding increased by 30%. This is 30% across the board. And seeing as I believe we start around 300-ish, so it's like 300 credits that we can use to purchase other items and equipment, and also do some engineering. So we have to kind of dig down our base. This is all going to be covered very shortly. But the 30 increase is actually interesting because basically it's extra 30 credits per every 100 that you're already making. So at normally starting around 300, you're talking a whole extra 100. You're getting a whole other 100 extra credits by having this. So as it's noted as the least useful, I don't know. I'm thinking there's more to it. Then South America has We Have Our Ways, which means autopsies and interrogations are completed instantly. Honestly, it's interesting and is useful to a point, but I would never use it as my starting location. Because autopsies and interrogations usually don't take long to begin with, first off, and there's better bonuses, and each country, if you see here there's highlighted locations, like here, 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 those are the countries you have to put satellites on, which will be explained later, in order to get this bonus, even if you're not actually there. In South America, you only have Brazil and Argentina, which means you'd only need 2 satellites to get this bonus anyway. So why make it your main one? It doesn't make sense. Asia has future combat, which means all projects in the Foundry and the Officer Training School cost 50% less. Very powerful, especially late game. Definitely something you want to look after. Europe has laboratories and workshops cost 50% less to build and maintain. The maintain part of this is actually really important because you need maintenance costs on all the different laboratories, workshops, satellite uplinks, and things like that you have set up at your base. And reducing that cost will greatly increase the amount you gain each month. Very important. Same thing with North America, which is all aircrafts and aircraft weapons cost 50% less to purchase, build, and maintain. Once again, very important. Very important. Maintenance. Very important to maintain. Get it? So, North America has 3 countries. You have the United States, you have Canada, and you have Mexico. So it's a case of you need 3 satellites to cover all of North America. Europe, I believe, has 4 or 5 different countries. Because you have Russia, you have Germany, you have Great Britain, and I think you have Italy? I believe it is. I can't really tell with the way this is highlighted. But basically, between North America and Europe, the 2 choices we have, for long-term purposes, Europe is a better choice because it'll take us longer to get this bonus than it would for the North American bonus. So, and these are the 2 that we should focus on to begin with, because having these 2 bonuses will greatly reduce our maintenance costs. So let's go ahead and grab the expert knowledge.
Affirmative. We are coming home.
What are they?
Whatever they are, they nearly took out a squad of our best soldiers. If you'll excuse me, doctors, the commander is waiting in mission control.
Their technology is far beyond ours.
Then I'd say our work is cut out for us, Doctor.
Welcome to XCOM HQ, Commander. I'm Central Officer Bradford. My role in this project is twofold: providing tactical support for our field operations, and keeping you briefed on the current situation. My efforts should allow you to focus on the bigger issues at hand. Speaking of which, we have a soldier waiting for a promotion in the barracks. I'll let you get to it.
Commander to the barracks. Commander to the barracks.
Alright, let's go to the barracks and check out our
Commander,
soldiers.
The soldier is waiting for you in the armory, which is located there in the barracks.
Alright, so we hit on the view soldiers. We go to our new individual. This is the one that actually survived the last attack. He is now what is a squatty, which is the SQ. Everybody else are all rookies.
Only 1 recruit from Delta Squad made it back alive from our last mission, Commander. And I'd say a promotion is in order.
And I agree with you. So, the promotion icon, The promotion icon is next to the abilities, lets you know that they are eligible for promotion. Select abilities to promote. Now I'm just reading from it down here. So, hit abilities.
As you know, Commander, every soldier is different. This particular soldier has shown an aptitude for heavy weapons. As he gains additional combat experience, we should continue his training along these lines.
So, as a squatty,
this soldier will now carry a rocket launcher,
the fire rocket
in addition
ability.
To a standard weapon. The aliens won't know what hit him.
So imagine a long-distance, bigger explosion
Dr. Vaughn
grenade.
asked to see you in the research labs, Commander. It sounded important.
Commander to the research labs. Commander to the research labs.
Right, to the research.
Hello, Commander. My name is Dr. Vahlen. I oversee the research labs. This is where all of XCOM's research and development takes place. We have already begun analyzing the artifacts recovered from our first encounter with the aliens. Based on our preliminary findings, we believe we can use them to develop some new equipment for our soldiers. With your approval, we will begin research immediately.
Alright, so select weapon fragments or alien materials to begin the research. So, here's the gist. Xenobiology will let us learn new things by using the actual corpses. These are sectoid corpses, which are the little guys we kept shooting in the face and killed our entire team. Weapon fragments are the fragments of the weapons that were destroyed when we kill them. Because if you kill an alien, they'll drop their weapon and it'll automatically self-destruct. Same thing with alien materials. So we can either learn more about the actual weapons themselves or the materials the weapons are made from. That's the gist of it. So basically it's weapon or armor technology. And then xenobiology is something we'll learn later. So I want survivability on my guys because in this game getting hit is awful and you want to survive as many hits as possible. So I always go for, usually go for the alien materials. So I'm going to do the same thing here. It's just, I find it to be really important.
Thank you, Commander. This research will take some time. We will notify you once it is complete.
Commander to mission control. Commander to
It
mission
sounds
control.
like you are needed elsewhere. Farewell, Commander. If you recover any additional artifacts during your field operations, I would be quite eager to study them.
Commander to mission control. Commander to mission control.
Go to mission control now.
The enemy is testing our capabilities, Commander. We've gotten reports of simultaneous attacks in 2 different countries. We can only respond to one. The country we help will donate more resources to our cause. But the panic level of the country we choose not to help will rise. It's not an easy decision, Commander, but it's one you'll have to make.
Alright, so we get to view abduction sites. Now right now there's 2 different locations listed, the United States and China. So China is an easy difficulty, and the reward is 200. Well, this one is reward of 4 scientists. Now there are a few things I want to explain, which we'll actually explain again later, but this choice is actually really important because, first off, panic level. If you don't, the one you don't go to, the panic level will rise. If it gets too high, that country will stop funding the XCOM project, which decreases the amount of money you make each month from the different countries, which is kind of a snowball effect. As you start losing countries, you start losing funding, and everything else gets worse and worse and worse. So you want to prevent the snowball effect from happening as much as humanly possible. On top of that, you need to plan ahead. Though 200 sounds awesome because we can get a whole bunch of extra stuff, and since we normally make like 300 a month, this 200 sounds so enticing because it's over half of what we're making so far in one go. But the scientists are the individuals who are doing our research. So over the long term of everything, you want more scientists, and you can't hire scientists or engineers. You can only gain them through monthly rewards, and the same as like you would get your money, or through missions. So anytime you see a mission like this, it's very enticing to make sure you grab those scientists or engineers. So in this case, we're going to go with the United States for 2 reasons. 1, we want the scientists, obviously, and 2, we want the panic level in the United States to stay relatively low, along with the panic level in North America in general, because we want to try to get the bonus from North America. So we don't want to have to cover it every step of the way, though logically, because of the satellite's decreasing panic level, China is technically the better choice for that point of it. But once again, scientists, really important. So we're going for the scientists.
Understood. The troops are waiting for you in the hangar. Commander, before deploying our squad, you can choose which soldiers to send out there. I've taken the liberty of calling up our veteran. His combat experience makes him invaluable on the battlefield.
Now, I wonder if it'll let me... Okay, so it won't let me switch out which units we can actually bring out. But you can actually go into the setups here, go into loadouts, and change what they have. Now, right now, we pretty much have a standard setup. We don't have extra options. You see the options here, but as you see, it's sniper class only, heavy class only, assault class only. So they're all going to be equipped with assault rifles at start. The one who will be different is our heavy here. So we go into here. We can go to loadout, and he'll have a light machine gun versus having the assault rifle. So no need for that. And instead of the pistol, he'll have a rocket launcher. Hence was noted earlier with the rocket launcher ability. So, and you can also customize each of your units by changing the first name, last name, and along with all of their different settings. What I'd like to change is actually the decorations, or the deco, of their armor itself. So you have like leathery, kind of Kevlar-like setup. So not really leather, but Kevlar. Then you have like almost Space Marine-ish. But I think that actually looks more Space Marine-ish than that does. But because he's a heavy, I like the idea of having heavy Space Marine-like armor on him. So we'll go ahead and we'll change the color. I'm going to go with a blue color. That's like a purpley color, right? Yeah, go with a nice blue. So he's going to Space Marine this up. Ultramarines, yeah! And then for everybody else, because they're rookies, and this is just my personal flavor, go ahead and give them Kevlar. Now what number is 18? That's the yellow pants. Come on. There we go, 6 works. Okay, so I'm going to give them red. But ACryInShame, why are you making them red? That seems a little weird. Yes, it is weird. I'm glad you've noticed. Well, aren't you going to tell us why you're doing red? Yeah, sure, in a minute. After they're all red. Alright, so, being rookies, they have a pretty high chance of dying because they're just not trained as well as the individuals that you'll get later on in the game. And I just find it funny to make them red because, red shirts. Look it up if you don't know what it is. Red shirts. It's fantastic.
Strike 1. Prepare for landing.
Get ready to deploy. Our AO is within the continental United States. We've picked up a local broadcast indicating alien activity within a major metropolitan area. We should get down there and eliminate any hostiles.
Alright, so we're basically going in, sweeping the area, and killing everything we see. Seems pretty straightforward to me.
Hold on, soldier.
Before you move out, let's see what's inside that building. Your squad mate is closer, so let him check it out.
Alright, so you're able to left click on a soldier, or you can actually hit tab in order to select a soldier and move them even though you're not the one currently selected. So go ahead and right click here, move them up.
Good. Now open the door. Quietly, so you don't reveal your position to the enemy.
So you can press V or just click on the door. I should just click on the door as V, as it's been a little finagly for me anyway.
Okay. Now take cover inside.
Go ahead and move up to the next door.
Alright. Now I want a man on the roof of that building. See if you can find a way up there, soldier.
So basically, the way up there, if you see right here, there's a pipe. Soldiers can climb up walls by using the pipe as a leverage to get up. And since you see over here, like it wants us to get all the way over here, but we can't really click on there at this point. So you use the mouse scrolling wheel to scroll up and down in order to get a better view of different levels of this map. So we can go ahead and click right here.
There they are. The rest of you, advance toward the enemy and get into cover. Hold your fire until I give the word.
So at this point, there's two ways we can go about this. We can move our units through the building itself, much like this individual is, so that we can have shots through the windows and through this door. Other thing we can do is move them up through here and use these half covers in order to take shots as well. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to have the individuals kind of split up a little bit. So I'm going to have him go through the door. Should I make him go through the door? I'm not double thinking this. I always make them go through here and like hide behind the full cover here. And this is half cover here. But I'm thinking do something like this. Oh! Then having her can also get up there into dashing position as well, leaving everyone inside here. But I want her to kind of go around and give kind of a flanking cover. Oh, and he destroyed my cover. So I don't have any cover here anymore. Now it's going to make me go into the UI, and it's going to make me select which of the two to fire, teaching me how that we can select different enemies by when you go into the fire menu or the UI menu. You can then hit tab to select different enemies. And it's literally going to force me to take shots at this individual, even though for me it makes more sense to shoot this individual, even though the percentage chance is lower. Watch, if I try here, this gives me the error message, or error little sound. So let's take the shot.
See you in hell.
Alright, so we're going to go ahead and move this guy up here. And take a shot.
Great work out there, people. The commander will be assuming command now as you sweep the rest of the area. As always, I'll be offering tactical advice as needed. And remember, your armor can only withstand a couple of shots from their weapons, so keep your eyes open and your heads down. Good luck.
Move up in dashing position. So hide behind this for full cover. You want to keep as much full cover as you possibly can as you move up. It's not letting me switch units apparently. Yeah, it's not letting me switch. So you can move one guy at a time. Oh no, everybody had moved. Okay. I thought it wasn't letting me choose my units. Alright, so this guy can go ahead and move down here. Or I wonder if I can get, yep, right here to full cover. Dropping down. Moving across. Want this guy to get some cover as well. We here take the flank. And full cover. As much full cover as possibly as you possibly can manage. Alright, now for this part, I want to kind of get myself a little bit set up. Because it's giving me this little area where we have to move up to. So what I'm going to do is, I'm going to move this guy up here. Kind of give him the spot there.
X-ray spotted.
Oh, I was trying to not do that yet. We're going to go ahead and hide inside that building. But that's fine. I can move these guys up. Dashing to full cover. Take the half cover, or should I wait? Take the full cover here, but I don't want him to be a target. I'll take the half cover, and I'll go ahead and hunker down to make sure that I'll get as much defense as possible from the cover. Same thing here with hunker down. Hunker down. Yep. Hunker down. This will help prevent us from taking unnecessary damage. Then you see here they're doing like a mind link, a mind meld. So the one is supporting the other.
You're okay, soldier. But another one like that, and that'll be the end of you.
Is that like
Make
a
sure to
force
stay
thing?
in cover.
Can I?
Commander, our veterans'
That's a pretty
rocket
heavy
launcher
hit.
should make easy work of the structure the aliens are using for cover.
Either I'm
And
really
if lucky,
unlucky or
it'll take
something.
out the aliens along with it. That is, if it hits.
Okay. So that was awful in every sense of the word. Alright, so go ahead and move this guy up here. Let's see how I'm gonna do this. Move him up here. Hunker down. What if I take the rocket launcher shot from here? I can. So go ahead and take the rocket launcher shot. Now, by using explosives, you'll actually get less weapon fragment pieces than you normally would. So normally you don't want to use this too much. Also, your rookie's only getting experience by killing things, so you want to make sure that your non-experienced individuals get most of the kills. So I want to get rid of the cover, but I don't want to kill them off. So I'm trying to do so as best as I can.
Suck on this.
And I killed one. And didn't even remove the cover. Are you serious? Lovely. So it didn't do what I wanted to do. It did absolutely nothing what I wanted it to do. Alright, so. Pretty sure that would still be flanking on that part. But if let's wrap around here. Yeah, okay. Let's move this guy up. I'm gonna stay in the further position, so it's harder for them to hit me. Overwatch. Alright. So in Overwatch, when we move, they'll be able to take shots at us. This is just warning us that if a teammate is in range, it'll show green. This might work. Not sure though.
Batter up!
Nope. Not close enough. Damn it. Alright. Gonna get hit. Come on. Ah, of course. Second injury. So we can take some pot shots, maybe get him. Oh, okay, grenade it is. Get right through the door. I didn't want to use grenades to kill these guys, but I need this guy dead.
Good work out there, Strike One.
If I may,
No
Commander,
waste.
the labs are on high alert. Teams are standing by for your orders. We can begin researching the newly recovered artifacts immediately.
Alright, so I'll go ahead and continue. Heading back to base. Alright, so this is what I was kind of afraid of, that one of our rookies would not get an upgrade because of not getting any kills. Because once again, they made me use him for killing
Our
things.
snipers specialize in dealing massive amounts of damage from afar, but without sufficient training, they're vulnerable in close combat situations.
So headshot allows to get a 30% chance on 30% extra chance on the critical.
Just like it sounds, the support class provides that intangible edge our squads need. They make everyone around them better.
Right. So smoke grenades allows us to throw a smoke grenade and actually hide everybody inside the smoke grenade for an extra 20 defense to all the units. So it's basically like an extra half cover on top of whatever they're already in. Also with that, support classes are kind of your medic.
The recovered artifacts are being unloaded, and the research team is awaiting your orders. We'll get started as soon as you give the order, Commander.
Commander, we have an incoming transmission from the Council.
Hello, Commander. We wish to congratulate you on your most recent victory. We realize you were faced with a difficult decision in responding to the various requests for assistance. Regardless, you performed admirably. As agreed upon, the reward for your actions has been granted. Farewell, Commander. We hope that you are met with continued success.
Alright, so we have a new facility available. Laboratories. Each laboratory increases research speed by 20%. Adjacency bonus. 10% increase to research speed for every adjacent laboratory. Now I have to look this up, but I'm not sure if it's... If two laboratories are next to each other, do both of them get the 10% boost? So therefore it would be a 20% boost? I don't think that's how it works. I think it's just 10% for each two laboratories next to each other. So if you were to create a grid, each connection of two laboratories would then get you a 10% bonus. XCOM squad deployed in the US, got the 4 scientists, and then panic in Asia rose because we did not help China.
The Council knows you made the right decision, Commander. With the resources we have available, there's only so much we can do. However, our chief engineer did come up with something to help you keep an eye on things.
The Situation Room provides constant monitoring of every member nation in the Council. If we allow panic levels to get out of control in any given nation, they're going to withdraw from the Council. Then they'll take their funding and additional support with them. The Council's overall confidence in the XCOM project is shown on the primary meter above the main screen, which engineering has nicknamed the Doom Tracker.
Commander to Mission Control. Commander to Mission Control.
Oh wow, look at this. Our monthly is only 165. It's not even 200. Whew. I thought it was like 300 starting out, but we don't get diddly.
Commander, Dr. Valen reports that research is progressing in the labs, but it will still be some time before the project is complete. While we're waiting, our local satellite network has just come online, and we can now begin scanning for new activity. The process could take several days.
This is the point where it's kind of forcing us to hit the scan for activity button, which will then speed up time, and when something happens, it'll stop. What's this? Oh, this has changed the way it looks. I like the standard way of looking like it. See, I can't go back or anything, so I'm forced to do this. I do like the nighttime.
The schematics for the nanofiber vest are complete, Commander. Engineering is awaiting approval for fabrication.
Alright, so we have somebody who returned to active duty, and we have new research to work on.
Commander, with this research complete, my staff and I currently have nothing to study. I would like to ask your permission to autopsy the alien cadavers retrieved from your last 2 field operations. I'm sure you would agree that if we're going to defeat the aliens, we must understand their physiology.
So this goes with the xenobiology. Let's go ahead and hit xenobiology and select.
Thank you, Commander. I will let you know when this research has been completed.
Each research takes a certain amount of time.
Engineering online.
It appears Dr. Shen's staff have finally figured out how to turn their machines on.
Commander to
bitch thing to say.
engineering. Commander to engineering.
I guess they figured shit out finally.
Ah, Commander. I was wondering when you'd be stopping by. Welcome to engineering. Anything they can dream up in the research labs, we can build it here. Speaking of which, Dr. Valen has just sent us some new schematics. With your approval, we will begin fabrication.
This is what I was talking about before with the nanofiber vest. It adds extra 2, I believe. If you go down here to the question mark right here, it adds extra 2 health to each individual who has this on. So the 2 things that we're going to want is the nanofiber vest and the medkits, obviously. So go ahead and manufacture, say, 2 of these.
Fabrication of the nanofiber vest is complete, Commander. It has been delivered to the armory.
Thanks, buddy.
Commander to the barracks. Commander to the barracks.
We'll go back to engineering in a minute.
New items and weapons from engineering will always be delivered directly to the armory, Commander.
So, view soldiers. Then we're going to select some individuals, like, say, Stacy Scott here. We're going to load out, go to a frag grenade, and then select the nanofiber vest.
Commander to the situation room. Commander to the situation room.
So now she has an extra +2 to her health. So she would have 1 from the body armor, so if you check this little icon here, 1 health bonus. And then nanofiber vest will give her an extra 2. So that's right, the nanofiber vest going under the armor is better than the armor itself. It's kind of funny, right? So that's a total of +3, so moving out she'll have 8. Very useful. Let's go back. Go to the situation room.
Commander, the Council has requested a word.
Hello, Commander. We require your assistance with a unique matter. We expect that you will give it the same level of attention as you would for any other project objective. One of the captives abducted by the aliens has somehow managed to escape. If you could retrieve this woman, she may have valuable insight into the aliens' operation. We'll transmit the coordinates now. Farewell, Commander. We know you will not disappoint us.
Sounds like we better get to it.
Alright, so let's go back to what I wanted to actually get the medkits added to our team. But this should be okay. So we're going to do a target extraction. We're going to go down and save some people. So the idea right here is we'll get 213 for a reward, which is awesome. We get a panic reduction, which is also awesome. And we'll get 5 scientists. So this is a fantastic mission to do. Not including the fact that I don't really have a choice to not do it. It's all tutorial stuff. But council missions will appear every once in a while. You'll see them in the event log in the situation room? Control room, something like that. So they'll show up on the list, and when they appear, this is how they'll appear. And you can choose to do them or not. So, to do them or not. Sorry, reverse that. But still, go ahead and launch mission.
Excellent. We look forward to seeing your progress.
So, we have a support, we have a sniper, and we have 2 rookies, is what they have set up. But now we can actually clear out these units to actually select the units we want. Being early missions as these are, I want to have it set up so we have as many rookies as possible. Because these are really early missions, and I mean, we're going to need at least 1 person who can help out as much as possible. So I'm going to go for the support individual. We're also going to change out the customization of this individual to white, because I like colorizing, making sure each thing is a different color. So, supports, or what I call them, medics, will be loaded out in white. So we're going to keep what you have, because I can't exactly do much else about it. Then everybody else will come in, load out, another nanofiber vest please, and you'll be customized for red shirting. I know, it's kind of like, oh, but you're just going to go ahead and change them again when they level up. Yeah, I know, but it's flavor. Come on, it's a few seconds. It's not hindering me or anything. Bam. So, we have our red shirts, we have our medic. Let's train these people up. I wish I could go back to get med kits and another nanofiber vest so that these will have higher survivability, but it's not letting me go back to do so, so I'm just going to launch the mission as is.
Dropship has arrived.
Well everyone, we're about to go launch into this mission, and before I do so, I'm going to have to go ahead and end this episode here. I'm sorry it took so long to explain everything as we're going along, but I hope you are enjoying it so far, and you will stay tuned for even more episodes of XCOM Enemy Unknown. I'm going to continue with this series until we either completely fail or we completely win. Then, after that, I'm probably going to do another run at a either harder difficulty, or I'm going to jump into the expansion, which is the Enemy Within, instead of the Enemy Unknown. Because we're playing Enemy Unknown right now. So, this is ACryInShame signing out. Like, subscribe, and stay tuned for more XCOM. ACryInShame signing out.
Commander to the barracks. Commander to the barracks.
Oh, shut up, you. Oh, they're like full-size sections. Like, this is full barracks. Okay, cool.
Commander, the soldier is waiting for you in the armory, which is located there in the barracks.
The only person you... Okay.
Only one recruit from Delta Squad made it back alive from our last mission, Commander. And I'd say a promotion is in order.
That's fine. Promotion, the promotion icon next to the abilities lets you know that they're eligible for promotion. Select abilities to promote.
As you know, Commander, every soldier is different. This particular soldier has shown an aptitude for heavy weapons. As he gains additional combat experience, we should continue his training along these lines.
Okay, so... Squatty! So it seems that you don't really choose what they become. This is what I've seen in other videos too. Like I said, I haven't played, but I've watched a few videos. So you don't really get to choose, you just...
This soldier will now carry a rocket launcher, in addition to his standard weapon. The aliens won't know what hit him.
Though I guess having the rocket launcher is probably a good idea.
Oh, Dr. Valen asked to see you in the research labs, Commander. It sounded important.
Okay. So...
Commander to the research labs. Commander to the research labs.
Research. Select research. I did. Come on now. I'm selecting research. Ah, come on. I don't think this is part of the tutorial. Cave systems. Not sure that is. That looks like it's just an open spot. Radar dish. I have a feeling that this isn't as useful when it's underground. There's the hangar. Let's Cool, so at the top. Nifty. Can I please do something? Ah. I mean, it should autosave, right? Because that's part of the way this setup is. Alright, I'm gonna close it out. Come back in. Okay, so I'm back into the game. Back to the barracks part of it. So, it did save up to this point. Yeah. Barracks. These soldiers. Heavy. Okay. Ugh. Tap. Go through. It's like... Okay, the tutorial's like completely messed up right now.